Okay guys, hello, welcome to another tutorial. Today I thought I'd just show you how to use some reverb, because I found out just recently you can layer melodies with reverb with the same pattern but using reverb, like washed out in reverb, and it sounds really good. It's called Convolution Reverb. So if I take the kick drum out of this and the bass and the loop, we're left with the lead that I have here. It's a hard dance lead, it's quite grungy. We're at 144 BPM, as you can see. There's two patterns there. There's one which is the main midi lead melody. This is midi, and underneath there is a reverb layer of audio. So if we just take the reverb out, this is kind of the dry sound. It has got effects on it actually. If we look at the effects that are on it, there's a few things. Most notably, there's the Maximus on it, which is a compressor maximizer. Yeah, it looks like I've kind of squashed the sounds together. I've made the lows higher and the highs lower, so it sounds a bit more fuller. It has some chorus on it as well. This is by Blue Cat, stereo chorus, pretty good. Fattens the sound up if you get the right setting. So anyway, that's the MIDI melody. And now if we just turn that off and we just listen, we just solo the reverb. It's just a bit more washed out there, and then when we add them together, it just really adds to the sound, makes it a lot fatter. The reverb, convolution reverb layer on top of the original pattern works really well. So I'm going to show you how to do this. So we're going to open up another project that needs this doing to it. This is the same melody, but I've changed it slightly. Okay, so this is the next lead. It's quite similar. It's using the same sound out of Silent 1 maybe. I could show you that. Yep, Silent 1. I'm using a preset from a sound bank called Adam Van Baker's sound bank, Adam's Bass. Yeah, it's quite grungy, it's nice, I like it. So yeah, we're going to add a convolution reverb layer on it, and it's going to thicken up. When you hear these sort of tracks in the club, a lot of the professionals like you know, Andy Farley and BK, they have really fat chunky sounds, and this is probably one of the techniques they use as well as others to get this sort of fat sound. So the first thing we need to do is record this lead melody into Edison. So we'll load up an instance of Edison on the master channel. In fact, no, on the channel that the lead is on. Yep. So we load up Edison. There we go, and we're going to record that into Edison now. So I'm just going to take it up a bit there. So we're recording now. And if we just play back Edison. We have that in Edison now. You can see there's the audio file in Edison. Usually you would trim it down to exact, but for this you don't need to. It's pretty close. So to transport, oh no, sorry, so we're gonna add the layer of convolution reverb, which is here. Convolution reverb, you can see it there. Now this is a really natural reverb. It uses preset room atmospheres, so when you apply the wet reverb to the sound, it sounds really natural, like the sound is coming from a room and reacting to the dynamics of the room. So if I remember rightly, we just offset it a little bit, not much, very little bit, and we turn the wet up maybe 5%, not a lot. Okay, and now we preview that. Okay, we need a bit more reverb. Bit more. Okay, try now. I don't know if you can hear that now, but it has a lot more reverb on it. In fact, it seems quite washed in reverb, and you might think that's a bad thing, but when we layer it over the dry signal as well, it's going to sound really good. So we're going to accept that, and then we're going to bounce that down to our project. Okay, and then you can just get rid of Edison once you've done that. Obviously, if this was a proper track, I'd probably keep it in and just make sure it was right, but for this tutorial, just get rid of that. And we want to send it to the channel which has the convolution melody reverb, so that's channel 6. If we go on there, it's this one. Oh. It's all numbers. It's this one, so channel 6. There we go. Now we just line it up with our melody to make sure it's in sync. Just play that. Yep, that sounds good to me. We'll just snap that to the step. And now you have to mix it in. It has to sound right, so there is our dry signal. We want to turn that down just slightly now, and we want to start bringing in the reverb layer. Can you hear it coming in? Okay, without. With. Without. With. So you can hear there, it's really fatten the sound up. That's what we want. We want this lead melody to really dominate the mix. Obviously you'll have all the other elements in there, but this melody should be pretty much all that